Hey, it is December 1st at 10:07 p.m. And my Christmas tree. Look how magical the top of my thing looks like. I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina. I have lived here for 6 days. I just moved here from Vidalia, Georgia. I don't feel very good today. I've been exhausted from moving. I was told for a month and a half before this I was going to be in Chicago, and then we were floating, and then we ended up here, and it's hard to kind of figure out where I am sometimes. But I got back here and I haven't had access to internet, first of all, so there hasn't been videos seriously for about a year. And I guess I really haven't been serious about anything with the exception of not being serious about anything for a year. And last night, some future me astral projects into my husband's dream and tells him to tell me things and then wrecks my world. And my core is magic. I was watching the Christmas Guardians movie the other day, and Jack Frost has to figure out what his core is, like what his purpose for being is, and I realized that mine is magic. So if that doesn't make sense to you, that's fine. Magic is like my interpretation and version of God. It's all the same concept and construct, just with a different name. That same feeling of being a part of something bigger and being expansive and being infinite and like so small and insignificant all at once. That's magic. So future me astral projects into my husband's dreams, and she has done it 3 times. The first time was why we started talking. Second time was the night before when I went to yoga school for a month. I had spent the entire previous year working to earn a trip to Cancun with Beachbody. For every single year you can earn a trip through doing things you'd already do in your business, and just like helping people in your challenge groups and helping people lose weight and helping people get healthy and all of that. And you can earn a trip through it. The night before, I had started talking to go to yoga school and got offered a scholarship, and the night before I got my email from Beachbody saying that I'd earned the trip to Cancun, she showed up and basically told me to go to yoga school, as it was in the same time frame. I had to pick one or the other. And she showed up last night because I got to Wilmington and got hit with like pretty hard with depression last week before we were moving, after being told we were going to go to Chicago for a month and a half, and I can't let myself get attached to things, but I did, and reached out and started making plans and like getting all these ideas and outcomes in my head, and then had it taken away. And at the same time, my baby brother moved back to Idaho, and feeling like I didn't get to spend enough time with him, but then we like spent as much like time kind of really as we could have, but wishing I had made it more of a priority, but just being appreciative for the time it was there, and like that frustration of knowing he's not a phone call down the road. My brother's like one of my favorite human beings on the planet. I broke up with one of my best friends. We'd been friends for a little bit over 8 years, which was a really easy decision to make. It was just something that I didn't want to participate in anymore. Just, I don't know, I'll talk about that later. But I love her and miss her, just the relationship was stagnant. And then moving here and trying not to get attached to Wilmington, which I've already lived here, and my home yoga studio is here, and all of these things, and then moving day before Thanksgiving, and just everything. But I've started going to yoga again, and I'm just like kind of in this weird place of like figuring out really what I want to do with my life. The way Nick described it was that I was like on this roller coaster, which I feel like I've been on a roller coaster like my entire life. That's a lot of my background. Like, I was on this roller coaster, and then the roller coaster derailed, and there was like a burning, fiery mass of like molted, twisted metal. This was last year. And then I like drug myself away from it and healed licking my wounds in the woods. And now I'm like sitting on the edge, all new, fresh skinned, like, what the hell do I do with my life now? That's kind of how I feel right now. And he said to me sitting on the counter tonight, he said to me, one of the things that, so Dream Tay, what did she say last night? I spent all day at yoga just trying to meditate, and I still haven't fully like processed it. So I guess that's why I'm here. I guess that's what we're doing. She told me that I couldn't reach the new goals I had set until I completed the goals I had originally set for myself, and that I need to follow through with myself. She said, I wrote it down. Look at how magical my tree is. You're welcome for that. So new goals. We have been trying to have a baby. But I had always said that I wanted to get like super jacked and get just like really healthy and create a really just like awesome relationship with my body before doing that. And I kind of like put that away to the side. But so Dream Me was jacked, right? This happens last night. What did she say? We need to finish the goals we originally set for other goals to fall into place. So basically saying I have to get jacked and take care of myself before I can have a baby. And that's what Nick said. He doesn't remember talking to me about this last night. He remembers dreaming about her and trying to have sex with her, but not, and her not having it, but not talking to me about it. Then he woke up and said, stop being afraid of what you are, who you are. It's the fears. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid to be successful. Which hadn't really been aware that had been a fear. And then he said, don't be afraid to be successful, stemming from this is what he said to me last night, I typed it out. Stemming from some weird fucked up wondering if you feel good enough about hitting it, suddenly you feel like you don't set it high enough. That shit needs to stop. Feel good about getting the things you set for yourself. So what does that all mean? I'm not really sure, except for this occurs. She shows up jacked the night before Hammer and Chisel comes out. Hammer and Chisel is Beachbody's new super sick workout program. It's Autumn Calabrese who did the 21-day fix, which is with the containers and 30-minute workouts a day. It's in Oxygen this month. She's on the cover of Oxygen. I think it's Oxygen. And then Sagi, who did Body Beast, which is like a get super jacked workout, and they combine together called Hammer and Chisel, and there's like, it's like basically a workout for like an athlete, which is how I originally fell back in love with my body at the beginning, is like really falling back in love with its capabilities instead of just what it looked like. And then having these health issues that have come up, which I still don't really have an answer for. The doctors didn't follow through in the last place, and we then set up appointments and got referrals for doctors in Chicago, only we're not in Chicago now, so it's again kind of starting over. But that whole and not having energy and just like that whole thing has kind of kicked me down, and being really frustrated and feeling really just helpless. And I'm not helpless. Like, I'm not some victim to some sad circumstances of my world. Like, it's a choice of what I want to do with it. And Nick said to me that I was really good he said, you're really good at relationships, and you're really good at other people, and you're really good at making commitments to making other people feel good, but you suck at following through and keeping commitments to yourself. Which hurt. Made me cry. And so I am going to, apparently I guess I'm just going to get jacked, and I'm going to see what my body's capable of, and see, just like have fun with it. That's basically what I think my intention here is to like enjoy it and release this just pissed off thing I've got going with my body. And I don't know, I've got more to like process and figure out and comprehend on it over the next month. And this video probably isn't like one of my more entertaining ones. So if you're still here 11 minutes in, thanks for hanging out with me. I haven't been recording videos or uploading them in a while, so here it is. But one of those things is I've wanted to do vlog every day for a month, and I've said for 2 years I was going to do it, and so this is December 1st, and I'm going to blog every single day this month, and blog too. I'm going to put it on my blog, but videos are so much easier and quicker, and I think I'm better at them than anything else. I have a film studies degree. I might as well use it, right? And I'm just going to take you guys along with me. Like, I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing yet, or what it means, or the reasons why, or what the commitment is, or any of that. All I know is that I feel at this place where Nick called it the pebble in your shoe. He was like, it's like at the beginning of the mile, a little rock in your shoe is nothing, but by the time you get to the end, it's unbearable. And it's just whether or not you're going to stop and take the rock out of your shoe. So I'm taking the rock out of my shoe, which is, I guess, just talking to you guys, and mostly talking to myself. That's really why I do this, is for me. And just having fun with it. Yeah. So I'm Shantae. I'm going to start the 21 Day Fix Extreme tomorrow. And I'm sore and I'm tired and I don't really feel good. But energetically, I just felt a lot of release from that. And I'm going to start a new personal development book tomorrow. And I'm going to start really being serious about eating clean tomorrow. And I'm going to pick up the rest of my house tomorrow, too. Get just my space clean. Clear space so that I can bring new magical things in. And I've been going to yoga every single day. I've actually gone twice every single day. Twice a day. 3 of the 6 days, so 50% of the time, which always brings good things. Obviously, Dream Tay talks to me. Yeah, and I'm going to pull cards tomorrow, and I'm going to carry around magic rocks, and I'm going to get hippie and shit, and I'm going to dress in magical stuff, and who knows, maybe I'll change my hair. I don't know. But if you want to learn more about hammer and chisel, or about the 21 Day Fix, or about magic crystals, or about cards, or about yoga, or about meditation, or if you want to talk about Harry Potter, send me a message on Facebook. I've also got a new 3 spots opening in my mentorship in December. I usually take 5 people, but I'm only taking 3. One of the spots is already taken, only for business building coaches, and I've actually got a golden egg opportunity to where you can get an advantage in making a full-time income quicker, but you have to be a serious business building coach. But this is the perfect time to be one, because January is coming. So everybody's going to make resolutions to lose weight, get healthier, get happier, all of those things. And I am going to see you tomorrow. And we'll talk more about all of this stuff. But find me on Facebook. Like my like page, because that's where you'll see all these videos. And go to my blog, Wanderlust Wife, and subscribe. Love you.